I make over $20,000 a month reselling AirPods full-time in high school, and today I'm going to be showing you exactly how to do the same. I'm going to go over how I do my marketplace meetups, and I'm also going to be giving out free vendors during this video. If you want me to send you all my free vendors straight to your DMs for free, comment the word resell. So the first thing I had to do was go on my computer and figure out which websites where I can actually order these replica AirPods to resell. And that's when I came across this website called resellers.shop, and they have a bunch of different Apple products. They sell the AirPod Maxes, they sell the AirPod Pros, AirPod 2nd generations, 4th generations. They sell literally a bunch of different Apple products for cheap. These AirPods right here are only $20. So I decided to order 3 AirPods for $30 each, and they came to my house within the next 5 days. Okay, so my package finally came. These are the AirPods that I ordered from resellers.shop. I got these AirPods for $30 each, so we're gonna open them up and see how the quality is. And that's what it looks like in there. Okay, check that out. That's the AirPod Pros. Look at that. This is legit, bro. This feels like a real box of AirPods. It's good quality. These are the 2nd generations, I think. Here we go. It's in the packaging. So now that we know that our AirPods are good quality, we're able to start reselling them. So I decided to list them on Facebook Marketplace to sell them the next day. Alright guys, so what I just did was I posted these AirPods on Facebook Marketplace for a couple $100s. So I only have 3 pairs right now, so I'm only going to be accepting 3 customers. But today is pretty late. It's like 9 p.m. right now. So hopefully by tomorrow I can meet up with all 3 customers and sell all these in the same day. But we'll just see. You know, we're getting into the money every single day. We're reselling every single day. When people tell me that reselling is hard, I literally don't understand how, because I don't have a job, right? I hate working a job. I hate having a boss. So all I do a couple times a week is I order these AirPods for $30 and then resell them for a couple $100s, and then boom, I'm able to survive off that money for a couple weeks until I have to do it again. That's just really how reselling is. You get something for cheaper and you sell it for more expensive. It's so simple. I get these AirPods off resellers.shop for $30 and then I resell them for a couple $100s. It is so easy. Alright guys, so the day just started. It's about 10 a.m. and as you can see by all these Stripe payments, we're already up like 4,000 just for the day, which is, it's just crazy. Every time I make money, I like to make it cash so I can like save it better, because I feel like if I make my money cash, then I just don't want to spend it rather than if I have it on my bank account. Because if I just save money in my bank account, I'll just have it on my debit card and I can just go to a store and just swipe my debit card without looking at how much I have on my account. And it's just so easy for me to spend money like that, and I feel like that's just not a good way of saving. I feel like as soon as you make some money, the first thing you should do is go to the ATM and make it cash. That way you can save it, and then once you make it cash, all you do is you just put it somewhere and then you just never touch it again. You just keep adding money to wherever you put it, and that's literally how you save. It's literally so simple. But we're already up a couple thousand just from online orders, but now I'm gonna list these AirPods on Facebook and try to get some in-person sales. And yeah, right now I'm just waiting for DoorDash, so it should be a pretty good day. We just got a sale for one of the AirPod Pros, so I went straight to the way to go meet up with the customers so I can sell these AirPod Pros, and I was actually able to sell these AirPod Pros for $170, which means we made a pretty good profit just from this purchase alone. After I made the money, I decided to go head home because I was waiting for my DoorDash. Alright boys, the DoorDash finally came. Look what we talking about. We got some wings. I've been getting DoorDash every single day for like 2 months straight, bro. I don't think you guys realize, ever since I started reselling and I started making my own money, I started being successful in my business and everything, I completely stopped cooking. I completely stopped eating at home. I've just been DoorDashing every single day, bro. And I know it's bad. It seems like a waste of money, bro. I honestly think if I wanted to come to the kitchen and cook a home-cooked meal, it would take me about 1 to 2 hours. But in those 1 to 2 hours, if I was just working on my business, I could make like $200 and just spare like $30 for DoorDash. So I feel like cooking is just not really worth it for me, you know? And now I'm gonna chow down on my wings and we're gonna get to business after this. Matter of fact, let's try one of these wings right here. Damn! Man, good as hell. Now I'm gonna eat and we're gonna go back to work. But again, not even 2 hours later, we got another sale. We just got our second sale. This customer wanted to meet 40 minutes away though, so I had to take a pretty long car ride just to make this sale. Alright, so I'm on my way to go do the meetup and sell these AirPods. Hopefully it just goes smooth and simple and I just get the money and just leave. But it was all worth it at the end because we actually sold these AirPods for $190. Which means we made even more profit than our last sale. So the extra 40-minute drive was pretty worth it in my opinion.
So this month I started reselling AirPods full time. I literally quit my job to start reselling AirPods. And this is how much we made this month strictly off AirPods. $6,340 this month just from AirPods, bro. That's not even the cash, bro. This is probably like 1,000 in cash, but that's just for the month though. If we're talking about the ones that I actually recorded over the past 2 days, we made, let's see, 200 plus another 285. We made $485 in the past 2 days.
Now at this point of the day, my phone started getting dry and people stopped texting me on Facebook for the AirPods, so I decided to just go out and hang out with my friends for a couple hours and get my mind off business and get my mind off just money stuff in general. But on my way home, I started getting more messages for the AirPods, so right before I got home, I decided to just do one last meetup to sell the last pair of AirPods that I had for the day.
Alright guys, I'm finally home after a long day of reselling. So we sold 3 pairs of AirPod Pros to 3 different customers today. We sold the first pair of AirPod Pros for $170, the second one for $190, and the third one for $190, which brings our total profit for the day at $550. But since we spent $30 on each of the AirPods that we had to resell, we're going to be knocking off $90 from the total price, which brings our total profit to $460 for the day. This is easily the best side hustle any teenager can do. Whether you're 13, 14 years old, or you're 40 years old, you can resell. Like reselling AirPods, it's so simple. It's literally getting these AirPods for $30 and then reselling them for a couple $100s on Facebook. If you guys want the website where I got these AirPods from, go to resellershop. They have these AirPod Pros with a bunch of different Apple products for only $30. So you can get these for $30 and then just resell them for a couple $100 and just keep doing that every week. Now, I'm a full-time reseller. Thanks to reselling, I was able to drop out of high school. Now I'm making $20,000 every single month, and on this channel I make a bunch of videos about reselling. So if you guys want to learn more about reselling and learn how to actually make $20,000 every single month like me, I would highly recommend you watch some of my other videos, because I probably teach more about reselling than any other reseller does. But since I'm a full-time reseller now, that means I don't just resell AirPods. I resell a bunch of different things like spider hoodies, essential hoodies, designer watches, fragrances. I also resell shoes sometimes. So maybe if you want to resell but you don't want to resell AirPods, then I have another website that you can go to. It's called firstvendors.shop. They have suppliers for literally anything that you need to start reselling, so you can go to this website and just find a supplier of whatever you need and then just start reselling them. But yeah, I would highly recommend you guys start reselling AirPods or just reselling in general. It's like one of the easiest ways to make money as a teenager. If you want any of my free vendors, comment the word resell and I'll send it straight to your DMs for free. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Go start reselling, go make some money, and have a good one.